This is Natalie of the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche, bringing you another video. I have time this week because even though I'm back at work, we're not seeing the full schedule for obvious reasons, so I get home early every day. Not every day, but most days. And I have time to do these videos. Some good news is we did reach 1,600 on the Facebook website. Yay! And I'm allowed to, not allowed, I'm doing a nice giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be associated with this video. I'm trying to connect them a little bit more, the Facebook page and the videos. Anyway, I'm trying. So, here we are. Today's video is going to have a bunch of stuff. I want to make this a primer on linen, so we're going to talk about all different types of linen. Maybe how to stitch on linen, how to choose linen, the different brands of linen, different colors that maybe you've never seen, so we're going to do linen. I've also been going through my stash like a lot of other people, and I do have a bunch of semi-kitted up projects that I haven't shown you because they're just not ready. They either have issues with missing threads or missing linen, or the linen's not right and I haven't decided what to do with it. I know. These are not bad problems to have. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be the pretty much agenda. Oh, I will show you what's going on BG 1874. That is the sampler I've been working on that I am really dying to finish. So I always start off with new stuff. I only have one new thing to show you. No, I have two. Two. Here we go. This is from Faye Rigsby. It actually is, now Faye Rigsby does finishing, and she actually has one of my items to finish. This is the PSS Retreat Scissor Fob. So it says PSS 2020. So she made this. Let's see if you can see the PSS part. I wasn't going to go to the retreat, but which is canceled, but I don't know, I had ideas of going to the retreat and I saw she was selling these. I said, ooh, now maybe I can get a scissor fob from it. Prim Stitcher Society, I follow them, and I love prim stitching, so. And here's how it would look on your scissors. So, and then I did get some Christmas scissors this week. They were new old stock Christmas scissors, and they're sharp. I think these are from the 80s or 90s. So they're not antique, obviously, they're vintage. And they're great. They say ho, ho, ho on them, and there's a small one, a big one. And I did cut stuff with them, and they're really sharp, so I was happy with that. So now I have all these Christmas scissors. I've got these. I've got these. And then the coolest pair of them all is these, which was made from an antique mold of sorts. Aren't those cool? I got these on eBay a long time ago. I was going to sell them, and then I said, no, really, what am I doing? They're so cool. So, not much for new acquisitions. BG 1874 by Samplers Not Forgotten. I have been looking to see if somebody has completed this or if there's a model, and I have not seen it. All I see is the original, which is on the main page. That's BG 1874. I'm really almost done with it. I don't have much information, although I did find something on eBay, not eBay, on Google, on the internet, that spoke, it was an old picture of the sampler and some information based on the auction that it was in. So apparently the Sampler's Not Forgotten person must have bought it or won it at the auction or rebought it from somebody that bought it at the auction. And there was some information. I did not print it out. I'm going to download it. I think I was in the car and I wasn't in a position to print, but I am going to print it out and put it with the sampler. And I'm sure I'll show it to you another time and be able to talk about the origins of the sampler. Once again, we've got it all on silk. My silks are a little messy right now because now I'm using pieces, and sometimes I'll put back random pieces onto the skein, and what happens is they look raggedy, but then I'll have random pieces. I only do silk with beeswax, and the reason I do silk with beeswax has to do with the fact that I have very dry hands, and the silk catches on my skin and shreds, and when I use the beeswax, that doesn't happen. So let's take this out of the roller frame. You can also review how to use the roller frame too, because if we're talking about linen, we got to talk about the roller frame. Okay. Very durable. Pieces can fall. And my last video, this was upside down. I'm not going to make that again. So let's get as close as possible. And as you can see, I have quite a bit done. I guess I have about 2/3 done. There's some interesting lines, almost like a line was weaved through. I'm going to do that at the end. I don't want it to look like I did that in pieces. I want it to look like one continuous sewing line. It almost is an in-out thing. But I really want you to see how pretty the colors are. And this is 40 count vintage buttercream. Nice. How to use a roller frame. On something like this, you're going to need a big table. Very carefully, you put the end of your linen on the pins. Then make and stretch it a little bit so it's pulled laterally. Then you make sure that your colors are together. So red goes with red. And black, see? And black goes with black. Then you roll them, and don't worry about rolling them to where you want to work on them, because you're going to re-roll them anyway. When you roll them, try to keep your linen straight so it's not all over the place, although it's not a tragedy if it is. Then with these, you see these, you have to keep the colors together. Incredibly important. If you don't do that, you will be unhappy. I put this on the bottom. And I put my one on each side, okay, like that. I try to keep the colors to one side and the numbers to the other. And the numbers actually will tell you the dimensions, how long your rods are. Now remember, the rods are not the same length as the usable parts. So the rods are going to be a certain length, but the usable part is only going to be in between the middle of the rod. There's a whole section here that you don't use, so just keep that in mind. Then you take the little nuts and you put them on. Once again, you don't have to get too crazy about making it. It's not going to be tight when you first do it, and that's okay. Having trouble putting this nut on. Why is that? Just awkward, because I'm not on a table. I'm doing this on my lap. Let's see if we could do this on my knee, maybe. Just spin them on there. And spin them on there and put it. And then let me show you how to get your fabric the way you want it. Sometimes if you have very wide rollers, it's hard to get your fabric taut evenly on both sides. Some people use clips that pull it laterally. I did use clips and it tore my fabric. I'm not going to use them again, but if you're careful with them, I would imagine they're fine. Now you're sort of going to roll, get to the point you want to be. And I want to be obviously where I'm going to begin later on tonight. Start stitching again and start tightening. You may have to retighten more than once and tighten again. Tighten, tighten. Okay, then if it's not tight enough, you can loosen it once again and roll, roll and tighten. Okay. And as you see, that's pretty tight. I can make it tighter, but I'm just going to loosen it for now. It's actually not tight enough even, and I would make it tighter. All right, so that's BG 1874. What I'm currently working on, I have a few other pieces that whips, but I sort of left them to the wayside. Should we do the unfinished projects? No, let's do the linen tutorial. I have a linen chest, a big cedar, well, medium-sized cedar chest that I keep all my linen in. So we're going to go through all the different kinds of linen. I also have some linen here to file. I know I just sort of keep them in bags. I wish I had some really nice shelving in this room. I don't, and then I would neatly pile my linen and admire it, but not. First pile is something called Extrude Design. She is available in two places. One is her own shop, and the second is kittenstitcher.com, carries her line. That's it. I have not seen anybody else carry her line. So I'm just going to go through some of these and show them to you what they look like. This is called Elixir. This is one of my favorite colors. Elixir. Okay, I have two pieces of it actually. This one is called Light Coffee. Light Coffee, obviously very pretty. This one is called Old Linen. This one is called Dark, no, can't, that's not right, hold on. This one is called Early Halloween. Isn't that pretty? That is like amazing. This one is called Dragon's Egg. Let me open it so you can see. Dragon's Egg. It's sort of green. I hope you can see that. This one is called just Coffee. This one is called Gold Sand. I hope you can see the gentle variegations. This one's interesting. It looks like a spider web on it. I thought it was sort of spooky looking. Any of these colors you see, they're limited edition, most of her stuff, but she can make it. It takes a while, but you can ask her to make it. This is called Birdcage. This one is called Witch's Brew. Similar to the early Halloween. Different color scheme. Man, I have like 4 pieces of elixir. I love that color. This one's called Jack-o'-lantern. This one is called Snowdrop. This one is called simply Brown Gray. This one is called Brown Paper. I like this one. I think this one's kind of cool. Brown Paper. This one is called Willow Green. I have a big piece of this. Her stuff has just beautiful, almost veins on it. Spidery web effect, some of it, I love it. This one is called no, this can't be Witch's Brew. Let's see. Dark Mountain. This must be Dark Mountain. I had a few labels in here that didn't belong with anything. Well, anyway, it says Witch's Brew. I don't doubt it, but it doesn't look like Witch's Brew, but maybe. Witch's Brew. I think that's about it. Let me look. I have a little pile of linen I had to file. No, I don't have any more. Okay, and so it's beautiful stuff. The prices are not bad. They're normal price linen. Nice, and it's pretty soft. She makes, she does even weave as well. So if you haven't tried Extrude, I certainly recommend that you at least give it a go. Okay. Let's get the next one. Oh, this is my Lakeside Linen. Lakeside Linen is impossible to get right now because they're just behind, and it takes a while. This is called Vintage Sand Dune. Now Lakeside is Weigart base. It is easy to work on. It's just beautiful stuff. There's a needle in here. I don't want that. Okay. This one is Vintage Sand Dune. They make a vintage and a non-vintage, okay? I like the vintage. The non-vintage is much more uniform. Depending upon what you want to do, you might like that better for a sampler, let's say more of a formal look. But this is Vintage Sand Dune. What a great color. Very, very neutral. This is Chantilly Cream. Once again, just a beautiful color. Chantilly Cream. Does have a pinkish hue, pinkish purpley hue. We have a whole half yard of 36 count Chantilly Cream. This is Bittersweet. Bittersweet is even more purple. This is Vintage Bittersweet. Purple. It has some white in it. Bittersweet's a beautiful linen as well. Sort of a pink or purple hue. This is called Tundra. It's a gray-green Tundra. It's 40 count. This is also Tundra, and it's same stuff. I have two pieces of Tundra. Didn't realize that. This is vintage lentil. I love vintage lentil. It's got green in it. It's one of my favorite colors. This is charcoal. Obviously very dark. This is copper. If I don't use the word vintage, it's not. Copper. Very pretty Halloween color. This is nutmeg. Sort of reminds me of maple nutmeg. So pretty. I have yet to see nutmeg anywhere. I just have a random piece. Maritime white is a great color. It is off-white. Creamy. Something about it that I just like. Maritime white. This is Meadow Rue. Does it say vintage? Vintage Meadow Rue, yeah. Let's see. Vintage Meadow Rue. Very neutral, beautiful, beautiful color. Cedar plank, also a gray with almost a purple hue. Cedar plank, it's gray with purple hue. Looks, it's more gray. Excuse me. Vintage buttercream, which I'm doing my sampler on. Actually, my sampler is being done on just buttercream. This is vintage buttercream. Let me show you the difference. This is just buttercream, and this is vintage buttercream. Does look completely different. I actually like this one better. This is another piece of vintage buttercream. Excuse me, there must be some dust. This is vintage flagstone, very gray. Light gray, perfect for wintry scene. Lovely. This is wild rose. I recently bought this actually. I didn't realize how pink it is. It's not rose, it's really, really pink. Like a dark pink. Well, bright pink. I had no idea. And this is vintage maple sugar. Probably shouldn't keep this in plastic, but I have some of it labeled. But vintage maple sugar, very purpley. It's a beautiful color. I think that's about it. I have a bunch of Lakeside kitted up, and I've sold some recently too. All right, we can put this back in our bag. I got to get better bags than this to store the linen in. But at least I have them separated by manufacturer. I don't know what I'm doing. Interesting. There's two different pieces of vintage buttercream, and one is different, and they're completely different colors. Check it out. that happens quite a bit. Depends on dye lots, it depends on how they're dyeing, I don't know. Sometimes they look completely different. This bag is pretty full. It's a good thing, right? With linen. But this is all the Lakeside. Smushing it all in here. Okay. Next. Oh, I have some random linens in here. Oh, this is a piece I didn't file. This is a piece of Extrude. Let me just see what this is. Called Dirty Brown. Look how pretty that is. I knew I had some to file away. It's going in my Extrude thing. Okay. Now I have some random linens in here. Let's see. Each one to talk about separately. This is Dixie Sampler. I have two pieces, and one piece I'm currently, I have kitted up. One is Roasted Pumpkin Seed. Dixie Sampler Linen is available only on her Facebook page. Nobody else sells it. This one is called Roasted Pumpkin Seeds. It's beautifully dyed, very pretty linen. It's not cheap. It ends up being about $80-something a yard. I guess nowadays it's about the going price of linen. But I have two pieces of it here to show you, and then I have another one called Corn Crib. I do like the way she puts it in these baggies. Keeps it real good. I like this Corn Crib one really a lot. And this one's 46 count. Doesn't look that far off from my own dyed linen actually. But this one's called Corn Crib. I don't know if you can see the color. It's neutral. Neutral. Okay. I have one in here from Nina's Threads. I believe she has an Etsy store. Very, very pretty linen. It feels like European linen. It does not feel like Zweigart. It just has a different feel to it. This one's called something mustard. Hold on. Dark mustard. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Nina's Threads linen. Very, very nice. Give it a try. My miscellaneous, one of my miscellaneous ones. This is Kaniki's linen. Kaniki's linen is painted or printed. And this is the We the People one. This has got the Constitution on it. Isn't it cool? Nice. You're like, what would I do on that? Almost anything. Early American would look really good on this with the Constitution in the background. Then I have another piece of her printed linen, which is called Autumn Leaves. Look how pretty. Can you see it? I don't know if it's upside down. Autumn Leaves, it's so pretty. Once again, any autumn piece would look nice on this. And then this is one called Barbara's Creations. This is, color happens to be called Rose, and she does have an Etsy store. Very, very well done. Barbara's Creations linen. And this is Zweigart for sure. It looks like Zweigart, and it's got the little orange label. So, some random pieces of linen I have. I might have more random linen, I have to see, but my random ones, or ones I only have a few pieces of, go in a separate little container. See, I'm not that organized, but I sort of know where everything is. Let's see what this one is. Okay, I have some more random linens. Actually, I should put them in here again. This one's called Stitches and Spice. They are made in Australia, and they're expensive. I don't know why Australian things are. This one's called Hocus Pocus Purple. Isn't that pretty? It is beautiful linen. This is Zweigart for sure as well. I have a second piece of Stitches and Spice linen called Golden Wattle, Spice Blend Golden something, I don't know, but this is also Stitches and Spice. It is really, really pretty. Not cheap. This is Garibaldi's Needleworks. You can find this online. This is actually 22 count fine Ariosa, which is rayon and cotton blend. Looks and feels like linen, perfect for like a pillow. And this Garibaldi's works. This is called Pomegranate Plunge. Pretty. This pillow is made on something like that. You see how thick? And that's done with 3 threads, and it looks really good when you have a chunky piece of linen like that. This is by someone named Oksana, and she doesn't really have a store. She sells her stuff on some of the Stash Unload sites and on eBay. Her name is Oksana, and if you look under hand-dyed linen on eBay, she'll come up. And I don't know the name of this one, but it's very pretty. Neutral linen. It's a big piece of it. I bought this for something which I didn't end up doing. But her name is Oksana. I don't think she has a business name. I think she's just one of these people that does it out of her house. And finally, this is a piece of Glenshee, which is not available anymore. My only piece. It's actually a big piece. 29 count Glenshee linen. I just love the smell of linen. Glenshee is just a cream linen. It's got a certain Scottish, it's got a certain feel to it. It was very popular at one time, but right now I don't think it's made anymore. If somebody knows if it is, you can let me know. Okay, so those are random, unusual pieces. Let's see what this is. Ow. Ooh, there must be stickers in here. Ow! This is a mixed thing too. This is, okay, Legacy Linen, which is made in Belgium. Beautiful. Legacy Linen might say Access Commodities on it. It might say Studio Line on it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful linen. This one is really nice. It is called Portobello. It's 30 count Portobello. This one is called Devonshire Cream. Once again, Legacy Linen. How well the light colors come up on here. I don't think they come up very well. It's the color, just a creamy milk color, buttermilk color. This one's called Sledge. Very, very pretty color, very neutral. This one's called Russian Tea Cake. If you can just want to compare it, sometimes they all look alike if they're lighter ones, but that's Devonshire Cream, that's Russian Tea Cake. I'm going to put these in their own. This one's called Jersey Cream. Different color than the Devonshire Cream. Jersey Cream, Devonshire Cream. This one is called Manuscript Vellum. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And that's it. Let's put these separate. My Legacy. Just very fine, beautiful, easy to work on linen. Not a lot of slubs. People like them for samplers. Here is just a bunch of Zweigart linen. I have Yuletide. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Obvious reasons it's called Yuletide. Zweigart has some dyed linens. This is your basic cashel linen called Platinum. This is natural Kingston linen. It's natural color, but it's very fine. This is Cafe Mocha. Random. This is, I forgot the name of this. Country something. Oh my goodness, I'll have to remember the name. Once again, Zweigart. And just a piece of plain ivory linen, which I just bought to dye, actually. So these are my Zweigart linens. I think I have some more in there, so I'm going to keep that out to combine them. This is my Picture This Plus. A lot of people like these quite a bit. I think they're great. I like Picture This Plus. Some of them are not, I like them a little more or less even, but I think they're beautiful. This is Oaken. Oaken, Picture This Plus. Widely available. Flapper. One of my favorite colors of theirs is Ancient. I have some of this kitted up, so I don't have many of these colors. And this one is called Meyer. It looks busy, right? But once you start stitching on it, all that busyness sort of fades. Alright, I don't have that much Picture This Plus. Widely available, I believe it's Zweigart based. Okay, Kitten Stitcher linen, only available on her website. There's Wabi Sabi, and there is Graham Cracker. Kitten Stitcher is Teresa Vinay, otherwise known as Shakespeare's Peddler. One of my favorite colors, Hippie Foot. Not available anymore. Great color. Absolutely great color. I have a half yard of it. This is a Graham Cracker one called Pumpkin Muffin. Graham Cracker is still available, but it sort of comes and goes. Graham is her son. He's been dyeing linen too. And they dye it when they have time. All of her linen is pretty much limited edition, and you have to buy it when you see it. This is another graham cracker one called Pie Crust. So you get it on kittenstitcher.com. Pie Crust. This looks very much like something I would dye. Okay, I only have 3 pieces of her linen right now because I have some kitted up. I've used some and I sold some. I'm always selling linen because I have too much. Let's see what else we have. Oh. I have a bag here that is broken. That's not good. Okay. This little bag is going to have to be combined with my random. These are Under the Sea fabrics. No, these are some random ones. Sorry. This is Silk Weaver linen. It's Weigart based. It's beautiful. This one is called Enchantment. Silk Weaver. This one is Under the Sea. Under the Sea is available only on her website. Only on her website. There's a delay in getting it right now because I think she just doesn't have enough. This one's called Ice Princess. Beautiful colors. So these are going to have to go in my random thing because I only have a few pieces. And this is Athea, also Under the Sea. Very springy. Okay. So let's put these in my random bag. I like to have the, okay. I gotta get up for this. Oh my goodness. I have a lot of R&R. That's what I have the most of. So I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Save that one for last. Okay. Trying to get all the linen out. Okay. We'll have to put this all back. What a mess. Next. This is 46, this is Weekstyle Works. I don't have a lot of it, but I love their linen. I think it's beautiful. Some of the older style is very soft and it's hard, it's a little stretched, it's hard to work on. I have become to love it actually. I used to not like it, and then I've done a few pieces on it and I decided I like the look of it. It is more country looking. This is Weekstyle Works Just Putty, the old one. I like the color, putty. This is the old one, Weekstyle Works. It's purple. It's a random. I'm going to call this Mystery Weekstyle Works, purple of some sort. Weekstyle Works Onyx. Obviously black. The old one. And now I have some of this Weigart based. I only have 2 pieces. This is Mocha. How beautiful is this? Mocha. And this is a high count linen. This is 46 count. I don't know what I'm thinking buying that, but I have dreams of grandeur there. And this is another 46 count straw. Just a absolutely beautiful color. This is Weigart based as well. You can just, first off, you can see the little label, but it feels different. But this is straw. This is a beautiful sampler linen. I don't think you can go wrong with straw for anything you do. This is, if I had to pick one linen that would work for almost everything, I would say Week straw. But that's it for my weeks. I don't have a tremendous amount. I'm going to start getting more. I just have to look for it, you know? I only have 1 piece of white shell linen, and this is called Water Lily, and it is a beautiful color. That looks pretty good. Made in Denmark. It's white shell and Permin, same company, same linen. It's very stiff. going to go with my Zweigart. I believe that this is not Zweigart, but this is white shell. You see how stiff? If you are a new linen stitcher, you want stiff linen. It is much easier to deal with, much easier to see the holes. Don't want to start on high count linen. Start on low count, like 25, 26 count, and stiff linen. Just my opinion. Here's a very pretty linen company called Heart Stitch Threads. I recently sold some of this actually. Heart Stitch Threads you can buy on Etsy. It's beautiful colors, beautiful linen. It's from Italy. It is ridiculously priced. The linen itself is not expensive. It is fairly reasonable. The shipping is crazy because she won't combine shipping. So if you buy, let's say each shipping is $10, and you buy 6 pieces of linen, your shipping is $60. It adds up. So anyway, that's my say on that. Beautiful. This is called frozen linen. Can you see it? I hope. I'm trying to, it's called frozen. This one is called Old Amber. It's just lovely linen. I mean, it feels good. I think it's Italian made, just beautiful. This one is called Petra. This one is called Samhain. It's got orange in it. This one is called Fairy Jewels. This one's called Nut Cream. This one is called Witchcraft. This one is called, also called another kind of witchcraft. It's just another one. It's the same linen, it's just different piece of it, different cut. This one is called Shabby Chic. This is another piece of Samhain. Let's see, this is Sahara. This is Mystery. Very pretty, isn't it? It's a beautiful piece. It's also Shabby Chic. Let's see, I have so anyway, that's all I have, which is plenty. They're all sort of smallish pieces. But Heart Stitch Threads, just beautiful linen. Nikki's Creations linen. Nikki's Creations, absolutely beautiful linen. You can buy it on her website. You can buy it at your local needlework store. I think they sell it quite a lot of different places. I don't have a tremendous amount of it, but I have enough. I have 3 different Vichy linens. She makes Vichy linen in different colors. 3 different Vichy linens. This one is called Old England. And then I have a piece of her banding. This is just called German banding. It's so pretty. I love the way the edges are finished. German banding. And that's all I have of Nikki's Creations. This one. This is called E-Designs. E-Designs, I don't know who makes it. But E-Designs is beautiful linen that's not made anymore. Every once in a while I'll sell a piece or do this as part of a giveaway. because I happen to have bought a whole lot of it. I mean, like a lot, L-O-T, lot of it. But if you find it, it's beautiful. I'll go over the colors with you. This is called Pierre de Ronsard. Some of these are mystery because I didn't do a good job with the labels. Mystery. 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 I'm sure the labels are in here. I have random labels. But I think you get the idea. Vintage Rose. Brick. Herbal Tea. Blair Witch. Poison. Poison. Another piece of poison, just a different color. Actually, it's the same label. I don't know why. Maybe one's wrong. Rose. Rose Hips. I mean, these are amazing array of colors. This one is Ghost. Grandma's Old Linen. I love that one, actually. This one is I'm Not a Witch. Coffee with Milk. I had even more of this. I sold quite a bit. Sarah. Pierre de Ronsard. Rose. Laura Ingalls Wilder. She came up with great names. The Witch's Kitchen. Witch Saturday. Halloween Night. I have a few random labels here. Antique Book. Antique Book. Stormy Skies. Vintage Rose. Melange. This fell off. Melange. How pretty. Sure it doesn't do it justice. It's very pretty. And then two pieces of mystery. One's got to be a Halloween of some sort, and the other one is, I'm not sure. Fabulous Linen. If you see it, get it, because you won't see it again. As you can see, I don't have them all kitted up. I've sold probably this much, because I got a huge lot of it. I was so lucky to find it. I just bought it all. Next, Birds of a Feather. Birds of a Feather, not made anymore because the maker died. It's beautiful linen, hand dyed. I'm not so sure the color will show up. This is called Nightingale, and I don't think the color looks like anything to you because of the lighting, but just a soft colored linen. Nightingale. Very hard to find this stuff. Barn Owl. And then I have two pieces of Sparrow, but they both look different, just to show you. This is called Sparrow. Her Halloween charts, Birds of a Feather Halloween charts, were done on this linen. And as well as the Santa one was done on this. That's it for Birds of a Feather. I had somebody who really wanted some, so I sold her a few pieces. I don't want to sell it. And finally, I know it seems like a lot. Let's see. Oh, I have a few more here. This is Dames of the Needle. I don't have much. I sold some recently. This one is called Mayflower Gray. It's really pretty gray. Mayflower Gray, and yes, it does have a purple hue. Mayflower Gray. This is Witchcraft. And this is, says limited edition. Not sure what it is. Dames of the Needle is available at a number of different stores, online stores, probably some local needlework shops. She has her own Etsy store. Most of her stuff is limited, so don't have a lot of it, I have a few pieces. And now my R&R, which I have a lot of it because I find it, and when I find an unusual color, I buy it. The other thing with R&R is that they've changed. Their new stuff is not as interesting and variegated as their old stuff. If you like more uniform linen, you'll love their new stuff. I personally like the more grungy linen, so I do look for the old pieces. So let's go through some of what I do have to show you. This is called Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves. Not made anymore. They may bring it back. See how stiff this stuff is? The old stuff was really stiff, and I liked it. And how funky smells. So I just got this recently. I put a piece of a dryer sheet. Cafe Kona. Once again, some of the older stuff you can tell by its variegation. Cafe Kona. Irish Cream, some of the older stuff because it is very stiff. Irish Cream. Garden State Java. Hushabye Peach. Sort of looks like a pinky. It's not quite peach actually. This is Vintage Gray, R&R Vintage Gray. Hydrangea, R&R. This is Carved Pumpkin. I showed this to you last video. Carved Pumpkin. This is Weathered Shingle. Now, this is newer. It's soft. It's not variegated. But 40 count R&R Weathered Shingles. I don't know where I got this piece from, actually. Salt Marsh Green. Keep it folded. Salt Marsh Green. An old piece of Abedsidarian. Look how variegated that is. I can't pronounce that. This is a piece of R&R that's not labeled. It's a random piece, and you see how stiff it is, but it's a blue, almost see through a little bit, but it is a blue purple, and it is a random piece that I have no idea what it is, but it's definitely R&R. Just to show you the color. I ran a random piece of R&R. I think this is called Holly. An old, once again, older color, older piece. Holly. You can see like lines in it. I hope you can see that. That's so nice. Holly. Okay. This is Hog Wild Blue. Nope, Spring Green. Excuse me. Spring Green. It's got a piece cut out of it. Spring Green. Lucky Penny. It's called Lucky Penny. It's hard stuff. Retired, it says on it. Just to show you the difference between Lucky Penny and Spring Green. This is a khaki color. Bluish greenish khaki. This is not labeled, but I think it's called Settler's Green. Settler's Green. This is Ink Spot. Why do I want to have these labeled? That's not good. Ink Spot. I know that for a fact. And this is Victorian Red. Victorian Red. Let's get more R&R. This is, oh, I got a piece missing. I should keep that because, yeah. This is Mockingbird. I'm just going to leave it in there. Mockingbird. This is Hog Wild Blue. No, Fancy Blue. Fancy Blue. It's hard to see. It's a mint blue. Fancy Blue. This is Rook, 18th century Rook. This is Gardener's Blend. This is Hog Wild Blue. Love it. Hog Wild Blue. Look at the color. Hog Wild Blue. 18th century brown. Lemonade. Sea Fog. This happens to be, this one has, it's like a blue-green. Sea Fog. 18th century Blackbird. It's another piece of Hustled Peach. Random color, I don't know. Oh, this is one I've been looking for. It's called, Willow, I forgot the name of this, but anyway, it's pretty. My God, I had the name of this and now I can't remember. And I had it labeled. That's what happens. Mink. Just to show you the difference between Mockingbird and Mink. Two different colors, but not that far off, actually. big piece of goldfinch. No, actually, no, that's not goldfinch. This is Norfolk blend, the old stuff for sure. This is goldfinch. It's like a yellow color, golden. Victorian red, I already showed you. It's another piece of Victorian red. Another piece of Irish cream, and funny, this piece looks different. Ah, Santa's suit. You'll never see that again. Santa's suit. And this one is called Parched Bones. It looks white to me. Just to show you Victorian red versus Santa's suit. All right. That's it. R&R is available everywhere. The old stuff is not available everywhere. It's very, very, very hard to find. So if you see it, if you see it, I would buy it. If you like that stuff, that is. But the old R&R is becoming a dinosaur. It's just not available, and they're making it different. I guess due to consumer demand. I guess that's what people want, or that's just the way they want to do it. But R&R is very, very nice linen with interesting colors. And it's what's, the old stuff is worth checking out. I don't know, do we have time to do some of these unfinished kits? Maybe. I gotta check. I'm gonna check and see how long this video is. I'll be back. I'm back. I just put away the linen. Yeah, I guess we have time. It's not that much stuff. So I'll just show you stuff I have semi-kitted up. This is Nancy's Posies. I have all the called for threads. I do not have the linen, and I don't have the buttons, but I can use any of my buttons, although I like the colored ones. And here's the threads for it. So this needs linen. The work basket Owl Forest. Nice, huh? And I have all the called for threads, which are a lot actually, considering it's a small piece. Aren't they pretty? And I have a piece of Toasted Almond Fabrics by Stephanie. You know what? This is ready to go. I don't know why I had this over there. So now we got to put this. We'll put this in the pile of whips or things I could do. Ready to go. That's why I got to go through this. I have Nest by Brenda Gervais. And I've got all the colors. And I think I put this here. I don't think I'm going to do, well, I'm not sure. I just love birds. So I have not found the right fabric for this. I have all the pretty colors. I have this. I just not have found the right fabric. I'm thinking about making my own. So that one needs fabric. This is, let's see, Homespun Elegance. I will honor Christmas and keep it all year. That's the one I'm doing. It's part of a booklet called Cinnamon Stick Christmas. Widely available, not too expensive if you want to look for it. And I have all the colors, including Petite Braid. And I have a bunch of DMCs, and I have some fancy floss. And there is a piece of linen in here, but I wasn't sure about the linen. This is just random linen. I have no idea. I thought the linen was sort of boring. So this is to get new linen, different linen. So I have all the floss. I just need a different piece of linen. This is a whip. Hold on. Actually, I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see what else I got. This I just showed you recently. This is Bygone Stitches One Nation. I have all the called for floss, too much of it actually. And I just need the linen. As you can see, I have linen to pick. Just have to match it. Susanna Miller. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sorry, Susanna Milne. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Hands Across the Sea sampler. Magnificent. I have this kitted with buttercream. I don't like buttercream for this. I like the pink look. I think I'm going to do it on Chantilly cream. I have to replace the linen. It's such a beautiful sampler. Look at the colors. You must see the colors it's done in. The greens and earthy colors. Let me get them all in my hand. Wow, just so beautiful. I don't think this linen does it justice. I like that little pink look. So I have to reevaluate the linen choice. This is Harry Elizabeth Code by Brenda Gervais. This is a New York, Long Island sampler, where I'm from. Harry Elizabeth Code. And I have all the called for floss. Apparently there's a shortage of colors of floss. I don't know why, but there is. Well, I guess I know why. But this is the colors of floss. I just need the right linen, which I haven't decided. So that is in my area. Oh, by the way, these bags are great. You can get them on Amazon for pennies, literally, and they zip up. They're see-through, which I like, so you know what's in here. Okay. Let's see what else is in this pile. Oh, Needle Treasures, Peaceful Place. I have all the floss for it, as you can see. It is a beautiful, beautiful picture. I just need the right fabric. That's going to be a hard one for me. I just got to look and see. And it's good to have all the different colors, because then you can start with the colors and put it up against the fabric and see. This originally came with a piece of Aida, which I don't have, which I got rid of. No, actually, I think I did something with it for somebody. I think I dyed it for somebody. Christmas sampler by Threads of Gold. And I have all the called for colors. All these colors, beautiful colors. I have it kitted up with summer khaki. Does not do, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Have to reevaluate the linen choice. As you can see, I have too much stuff, so I am, in a way, I don't want to do this anymore. I gotta stop buying. There's no picture for this, but this is called Old Tom. I guess I can I can't show it to you, but this is Kaniki's linen, just to show you. Kanikis.com. I don't know. She makes linen periodically. I can't show it to you, but it doesn't have floss. It needs floss. It's not big. Let's see what else I got in here. Oh, Let Freedom Ring. It's really nice. I have all the colors of floss. All of them. And the fabric I have for this is R&R Ligonier Latte, and I'm not sure about the fabric. I thought this color works better, and I'm thinking straw. Weekstyle works straw. So I think I'm going to do this on a different piece. I'm going to start this year. This is a priority for me, because I've had this a while, and I really want to start it. And one more to show you, because I think I'm done. This is Handwork Samplers. This is Eliza Hill's. I have all the DMC for this, but I don't have, I do not have the fabric picked out. That's absolutely beautiful, and it's not too big. Did I want to do it all in DMC? Well, that's what it is. It's all done in DMC, so I'm just going to do it in DMC. I have more to show you, but I think we're going to save it for next time, because I think this is going too long. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video, got a little taste of different fabrics. Once again, reviewed how to use a roller frame. Stay safe, everyone, and if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please come join us at the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche. From my home to yours, have a great day.